Hello, students. Welcome to your English class. I am Mrs. Jenny Shah, and we are going to do a new poem today from a Honeysuckle book, page number 67. Where do all the teachers go? So, for a little child, for any student, for any child, a teacher is a very special person. And so it's very difficult for these small children to think of their teacher as an ordinary person. So they normally, a child perceives a teacher as a super person, superhuman, or a superhero. Okay. So this poem is written by Peter Dixon, who is an educationalist, a performer, an artist, and a poet. He was born and brought up in London. He served as a school teacher and a senior lecturer in the field of education. His first book was published in the year 1978. His famous work includes Grow Your Own Poems, Lost Property, and Peter Dixon's Grand Prix of Poetry. Where do all the teachers go? A child thinks his teacher as a special person in his life. To him, his teacher has been the person who is perfect in all aspects. He's model and guiding figure for the student, for the child. His curious mind is inquisitive to know the detail who is even mysterious to him till the day. He wonders where his teacher lives like normal people and does all the routine activities. He even thinks what the teachers do when they were going to school as children. So let's recite the poem together. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in the houses and do they wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas and do they watch TV? And do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Do they live with other people? Have they mum and dads? And were they ever children? Were they ever bad? Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Did they ever lose their handbooks? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktops? Did they wear old dirty jeans? I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that they can read to you. So that's a fantastic poem, 6 stanzas. Lovely poem where the child is wondering if the teacher is normal human being, whether they have houses, do they live in the house, do they do the routine work like washing socks, do they even wear normal clothes like pajamas, do they sit and watch TV, do they have nasty habits like picking noses, do they have parents like we do, were these teachers ever children, if they were children were they bad, did they ever make mistakes in their life? Because the teachers keep punishing everybody, so people think teachers never make mistakes. So I love the interpretation from the child's point of view. Did they ever lose their handbooks? That means a prayer book or some book. Did they leave their greens? That means did they leave their food, did they leave the plate, half eaten food? Have they ever done that? Did they scribble on the desktops? Did they wear old clothes? So he's saying once, I'm going to follow one teacher. I'll find out what they do and I'm going to write it in a poem. And then I'll make the teachers read the poem to you. Exactly what I'm doing now.
Where do all the teachers go? By Peter Dixon.
Please read along
Where
with
do
this.
all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses? And do they wash their socks? Do they wear pajamas? And do they watch TV? And do they pick their noses? Is it same as you and me? Do they live with other people? Have they mom and dad? And were they ever children? And were they ever bad? Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they punished
Oh, lovely, lovely poem. I love this poem. So let's analyze the poem stanza wise. Stanza 1. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in houses and do they wash their socks? Over here, the child wonders and questions where all the teachers go after the school hours. He wants to know if they live in other, if like any other normal being, do they also live in houses and do they wash their socks? Means do they do the routine work like other people? Stanza 2. Do they wear pajamas? Do they watch TV? Do they pick their noses the same as you and me? Over here, the child wants to know if the teacher also wears clothes like pajamas, watches TV. Do they also clean the nose? Do they also waste their time and watch TV? Like, are they normal? Stanza 3. Do they live with the other people? Have they mums and dads? And were they ever children? Were they ever bad? Now the child is wondering if they're surrounded by people. Do they also have parents? Do they also have children? Were they ever children? Did they ever commit any mistake? Did they do anything wrong when they were children? So stanza 4. Did they ever never spell right? Did they ever make mistakes? Were they ever punished in the corner if they pinched the chocolate flakes? Now he wants to know if they also made mistakes and were they ever punished for stealing chocolates or doing silly things or naughty things. So very normal inquisitiveness, curiosity of a student. Stanza 5. Did they ever lose their hymn books? Did they ever leave their greens? Did they scribble on the desktops? Did they wear old dirty jeans? So here, the tender mind of the child is bothered to know the teacher also lost the religious books, said no to green vegetables, that they also waste time by scribbling on tables and wear torn and old jeans. Last paragraph, last stanza. I'll follow one back home today. I'll find out what they do. Then I'll put it in a poem that they can read to you. So to overcome the curiosity, now the child has made a decision that I'm going to spy on the teacher. I'm going to follow the teacher. And while on the way back home, when the teacher is going back home, I'm going to spy, I'm going to follow. And once I know everything, I'm going to write a poem. And then the teacher will read this poem to you, to us. Okay. So now let's look at the rhyming words and the rhyming scheme of the poem. Where do all the teachers go when it's 4 o'clock? Do they live in the houses? And do they wash their socks? So o'clock and socks is the rhyming words. So A, then you write the letter B for the second one. Now houses doesn't match with A, houses doesn't match with B. So we put the letter C and then socks matches with o'clock. So B again. So the rhyming scheme is A, B, C, B. Conclusion over here, the poet speaks about his teacher and has been curious to know about his life. The poem explores the imaginative capacities of the child. He visualizes the various possible routine practices of teacher's daily life. He compares himself with the teacher and thinks whether his teacher is also an ordinary child like him. He trusts on his abilities to compose the text and he would like to read that poem in front of the class. What are the poetic devices used in this poem? There is repetition, there's a rhyming scheme, and there are use of multiple phrases. What is the essence of the poem? The poem, Where Do All the Teachers Go, throws light on the inquisitive nature of the child. The poet talks about the basic questions that revolve in a child's mind that he wants to ask his teacher. Questions like where she lives, what she wears at home, and most importantly, does she make mistakes the way the student does? He also wants to find out all these answers and he wants to put it in a poem. Okay. So the question and answers at the end of the poem, I want you to do those. We will discuss this in the next Zoom class. All right. Thank you and have a good day.